Survive the Flix.
Wedged.
They're not getting through that.
Can you survive the Flix?
Where we left off.
What's going on, Flix fam? What's good, everybody? Olawa from the Black Couch, Lee Turner in the building. Jay Walker was in here earlier. Mr. Walker was in here earlier. How's everybody doing? How y'all like that intro? I think what I did was just set up two streams at the same time, man. I don't think either of these is a vertical, even though I'm streaming on my vertical stream. Let me check this out real quick, man. Am I on? I'm still on, right? Okay. Yeah, I had to put something special together, man. Yeah, man, I think it's just I think it just gave me two streams, man. This is ridiculous. I followed all the rules, put in all the inputs, everything. I just don't see that, because I got one stream that says Surviving the Flix H, and then one says V. Preposterous. Where Mr. Walker at, man? Does Gavin use? Oh, do y'all use OBS? I know Coop uses OBS, but I don't think he streams vertical. Yeah, man. Okay, so right now it says what's up, Derek? It says the vertical is streaming, but the horizontal is not. All right, whatever, man. I got to play around with it some more. What's up? What's up? Am I on a delay? Yeah, I'm on a delay, man. I'm looking at both of them, and one is more delayed than the other one. My latency is off. That's what I get for messing around with stuff, man. Anyhow, welcome back, Flix fam. This is it. Tonight is probably going to be the last night. Whether or not our survivors make it or not is entirely up to your choice. G Honda in the building. I can't even say it. Everybody in here is already subscribed. I know they are. So anyhow, if you're not subscribed to Still Mag Network, G Honda, go ahead and hop on there and subscribe and watch the Not Need Bandit do his thing over there. All right, we're deep inside Fairview. Past the bus, past the depot, past the triage ward, and we smoked out and stripped it for meds. We've got Dr. Evelyn Shaw, Corporal Rios, Raymond, Angela, and Mia with us, and a handful of wounded moving with us. We're armed from the armory, covered in other people's blood, and hauling crash kits and supplies we ripped out of the dying triage room. Last time, we made the decision to lead the evacuation towards the secure internal medicine wing, the last place in this whole complex that might actually live up to the word secure. Dawn is close. Fairview is shaky. And tonight we find out if this place stands or if we get eaten trying to defend it. What's going on, Mr. Walker? Hey, Mr. Walker, do y'all use OBS or StreamYard? Hey, Mr. Walker, did you catch the intro? Oh, StreamYard, god damn. Yeah, y'all got them big buckaroos over there, man. I'm struggle streaming. Not quite struggle streaming, but more steps, man. Anyhow, need to just go ahead and go over there and delete that other one so nobody goes and thinks that I'm not live right now. Just give me a sec, y'all. Stream 2 streams. God damn. There we go. All right. Yeah, appreciate you, Black Couch. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I've even been playing around. Hold on, let me see if I can. I've been working on it for a different angle, trying to make this joint hot. But this is my old cheaper camera, so the quality is a little bit lacking. So I gotta use that to my advantage and make this camera like the fourth wall breaking or some mess. I don't know. Got it to where everything can switch up at the same time. Oh, did y'all even see that? No, y'all didn't even see that.
Hey, is anybody here?
And of course the volume would stay on.
Hello?
And of course the volume would stay on. All right, let me stop playing around, man. Here we go. You push the evac line down the corridor, boots slipping in a little dry blood and drop saline. The secure internal medicine sign glows in red above the heavy double door. The doors themselves aren't different from everything else. The doors themselves are different from everything else you've seen tonight. Thick reinforced slabs with a vertical viewing strip, a keypad and card reader mounted beside them, additional mechanical deadbolts thrown and locked. Someone really wanted this part of Fairview to stay sealed. Right now, it's not quite here. It's not quiet here either. Right now, oh, I just read that. The corridor just outside the secure wing is a makeshift staging zone. Two gurneys parked sideways to form a rough barricade. A couple of empty stretchers with bloody sheets and doodle on them. That's not on there. An overturned medical cart, pills scattered across the floor like confetti at the world's worst party, or at one of them West Virginian raves or something like that. And bodies. 3 Fairview staff lie in the hall, 2 in scrubs, 1 in security black. They've been dead long, enough to be cold, but not long enough to stank. You're checking the keypad when someone slams a door at the far end of the corridor. Behind you, back towards triage, there's a distant thud, thud, thud of zombies finding new paths. That ward you just smoked out is starting to spill. Dr. Shaw steps past you, eyes scanning the secure wing doors. Her face changes when she recognizes the layout. They actually finished this, she mutters. Two-layer locking, internal blast door, separate air loop. If anything's still clean, it's in here. She kneels by one of the dead nurses, rifling through pockets and with clinical efficiency. Second pocket ID badge and retractable clip. Shaw swipes it across the reader. The panel chirps. A yellow light flickers, then goes green, but the doors don't open. Power's dirty, she says. Power's dirty. Locks won't move. They just don't have enough juice. Corporal Rios limps up behind you, one hand on the wall, rifle in the other. He points with his chin. Mechanical deadbolts, he says. You muscle those back, you'll get at least one side open. But once we swing this, anything behind us that follows gets a clean line into our last good room. Oh, so you can't muscle through it. Angela and Ramos have the stretchers lined up. The kid is pressed close between them. Mia looks up at the secure wing doors like they're a dream she doesn't quite trust. From down the hall, beep. It's not a smoke detector. From down the hall, the first echo groan rolls in. One of Shaw's remaining med techs flinches. One of them joints. They're coming, he says. The smoke won't hold forever. You take a fast mental snapshot. In front of you, a sealed, potentially clean internal wing, if you can get it open and secure it again. Behind you, a hospital corridor that's about to fill with whatever survived the triage room. Left off the side junction is a sign pointing towards the central command. That's where, what's his name? Was it Lieutenant Hale? That's where he is. Down a smaller stair door on your right, service stairs, lower access, maintenance, generator room, maybe an escape elevator. Rios watches your face. If we stand here and hold this hall, he says, we can buy Shaw time to open the wing and push the evac inside. But that means turning this stretch into a killing floor until the mags run dry. Dr. Shaw doesn't look at the zombies' direction at all. She focuses on the locks. You give me 90 seconds, she says. I can jury rig these bolts and get at least a crack open. Past that, I don't promise anything. You hear it now, just one or two. A growing group, a distant slap of more than 10 pairs of dead feet hitting linoleum somewhere behind you. This is the first choke point our first choke point. All right, I'm just dropping the poll. Poll's live. What we doing? Who's in the chat? No, y'all, yeah, Walker, y'all definitely ain't struggling. I'm gonna replay that. Y'all know I'm gonna replay that finale. At least one more time before I get up off of this tonight. One of the zombies knocked knees. Scared poor little Mia. Hold the entry hall and defend that. Oh, okay, y'all, you are a while back behind me. I don't know why, man. So y'all gonna have to give me a little grace on this one, cause y'all way behind me. But I'm hoping. Okay, Ola just said A, screamed it. Hopefully, you can tell me how much behind you I am. I'm assuming I can see the chat instantly when y'all message in there. So. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, I gotta find somebody who uses OBS and streams in the vertical. Cause I click that button, man, but it doesn't do it. So I know there's a setting or something like that, and nobody online actually goes on and shows you step A to step Z. They all talk about a whole bunch of settings and other stuff, but nobody actually says, let me show you this, and then you can watch me stream from vertical. Maybe I should just make that video once I figure it out. Get my views up. All right, how many we got? Okay, yeah, we sitting at 5. All right, that's it right now. Y'all picked A. What's going on, Pooh Man? Aaron Laura. Aaron Laura. Nah, you're not late. You right on time. On YT time. Let me set this up. We picked A, we holding it strong. I watched one of my favorite movies with my son the other day. He actually sat and watched it with me, man. Major Payne. Vincent Winifred Payne. I'm gonna make you boys strong. I'm quoting the whole movie. He looking at me like I'm crazy. Man, why'd he cut their hair? Because they don't listen. That's what I'm gonna do to you. Hey, this is a chitlin free chat. The only intestines spilling out in this chat are human. All right, hold the hall. Hold the hall, you say. Nobody breaks this line. Rios grunts wants approval. Oh, they army. Oh, they grunting and stuff the army be doing. He grunts once with approval and steps up to your left, rifle ready, shoulder. Tessa takes the right side. Tessa, black couch. Tessa takes the right side. You saw her in the video. Moving with efficiency, calm and stone face. Mark drops just behind you with the second angle down the corridor, using an upended cart as a partial cover. You don't need cover. You need concealment or protection. Cover. Zombies not shooting at you. Dr. Shaw doesn't even look back. 90 seconds, she says, fingers already digging into the mechanical bolts. Make them count. You send Raymond and Angela to the stretchers. Line the gurneys tight to the wall, you bark. Well, line the gurneys tight to the wall. Keep the wounded flat and heads down. If anything gets past us, you shoot his legs. Shoot him in the head. Mia is behind Shaw, pressed against the door frame, watching quietly with eyes wide. Then they arrive. They coming. Y'all put the zombies in the chat. They coming. At first, it's just a shape in the emergency glow. Staggering figures turning the corner where triage connects to this hall. Then the smell hits and the sounds. Clusters of zombies spill into view, maybe a dozen at first, but more behind them. Blood slick scrubs, torn visitor clothes, one still in a twisted hospital gown, IV tubing dragging like a dead snake. One of them still has his Fairview staff badge swinging from his chest. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Contact, Rio says flatly. You don't wait for them to close. Now! Your lines open up. Short control bursts, no heroic full auto. Hallway fills with muzzle flashes and the echo of gunfire bouncing off a tile and steel. First rank dropped, head shattered, legs blown, bodies tumbling and tripping. The ones behind them. The pile staggers, then surges over on its own dead. Behind the front group you see it, more figures spilling in from the sides. At least one orderly still alive, sprinting towards you with a woman in his arms. 3 zombies latch onto its back. He doesn't have time to scream before the teeth sink into his shoulder. Tessa starts to pivot to cover him. Mark's hand clamps on her vest and yanks her back into the line. Too far, he snaps. Paul first. You keep shooting. The orderly's free arm reaches out, fingers spread, just short of the light spilling from your position. Then he goes down under the weight. The woman he has dragged tries to crawl. Something catches her ankle and pulls her back into the pile. You all see it. You don't break. 50 seconds, Shaw calls, voice tight. Top bolts are moving. Keep them off me. The zombies hit your kill zone proper. It's ugly and close now. Bodies slam into the overturned carts. Hands swiping your boots. One half crawls over its own intestines to get a little closer before Rio steps on his head and finishes it off. Your rifle clips empty. You reload by feel. Swing that. Y'all know that? You swing that bad boy, slam that mag in there. Rios takes a glancing hit. One of the dead catches his forearm, teeth scraping off his armor plate. He rips free and slams the stock down into the face until it stops moving. Still good, he growls. Keep shooting. Another wave spills into the back of the mess. Fresh bodies clamoring over corpses, snarling, hands grasping. You're stacking them in the corridor, but it's not slowing down yet. Behind you, the metallic clack of the bolts being forced. Shaw's breathing gets faster. Bottom bolt is jammed, he snaps. Someone give me a hand or give me a crowbar. Kyle peels off for a second, slaps his crash door down and jumps to Shaw's side, bracing his shoulder against the last bolt while he works the mechanism. Door for brains, he muttered. Door for brains? He muttered. Let's not die in front of the one clean room in this dump. The herd surges again. One of the med techs in your line panics, backs up too far, trips over a dropped IV stand and disappears under the 3 lunging bodies. You see his hand slap the floor twice, then he's gone. Whoop. His voice is going out. Rios goes wild for a moment, empties half of the mag into the knot until there's nothing left but shredded heads and twitching limbs. 30 seconds, Shaw barks. The corridor is now a mound of corpses, a barrier and a problem. The next wave is already climbing in, using their own dead as a ramp. You're burning ammo, arms are getting tired, and if this doesn't work, you're gonna get burned in here. Almost, Shaw grunts. There's a deep metallic thunk. The secure door clunks in as the frame and the mechanism releases. A sliver of cleaner, brighter light slices through the one slab, opens inward a few inches. Cool air washes over your back. Probably smell good too, because I know it's stank in the hallway. The door's open, Shaw yells. Move them out now! Raymond and Angela start moving stretchers through the gap. Mia vanishes into the crack, pulled by a nurse who finally has something hopeful to do. You still have a wall of dead in front and fresh bodies on top of it. If you try to just walk away, they'll roll straight over the pile and flood the doorway behind you. This is where your tactics for holding the hall decide how bloody the doorway gets. The poll is live. How do we manage this next push as the zombies hitch a position while the secure wing cracks open behind you? Woo! What is going on? Let me scroll back up. I missed a lot in the chat. Yeah, I meant you too. No, we not tripping Tessa. Yeah, Tessa almost jumped out and got herself snatched up, man. Janessa Coleman. Welcome in, lady. The postman's in the building. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, tornadoes, zombie apocalypse. I'm caught up. We're looking at him in the chat. Ooh, yeah, form that tight firing line. Who said B? I ain't even read the options. Who said B? You need to be timed out. These things is on top of us, man. You talking about drawing them close. Advance and push them back. Ooh. Or fall back and shorten the corridor. Yikes. Nothing stops the mail. Hey, that'd be a raw movie. A zombie apocalypse movie with a postman. He's like delivering some insulin or something like that. I don't know. He got to get to the spots. He just killing everything in sight. Yeah. Aaron. Thought it was a good choice at the time. Yeah, you got that Tessa mind going on right now. Tessa reaching out. Gotta save him. Yeah, I'm with A. I'm with A. That's that Costco's organic lemonade right there. Has to stay refrigerated. It's real lemons. No preservatives. It does go bad. And what we sitting at? We sitting at A. And guys, oh yeah, no, we up. Pick A. Hey, we loaded up, Postman. We loaded up with ammo, but I mean, how much is enough? No, these are walkers. But my opinion of this hypothetical situation. What's going on, Stephen James? My opinion of this hypothetical situation: the fresher the zombie and the less damage it is, the more capable it is. So if it's a elderly person, they obviously are not going to just turn into a zombie and overpower you, right? But if you got, you know, I don't know if y'all know Big Aaron that be on Hamps Live. Yeah, somebody like that, and he just get bit and he turn, it's a wrap for you. You might outrun him, but he not getting them off you once he get them big old mitts on you. So or if it's like a kid. That's why I never understood, like, if you like wrestle with your kids and stuff like that, you know, the only reason you hold back is because they are a kid. But if it's a kid zombie, you throw him like what's your boy got swung around a couple weeks ago. What's the bodybuilder's name? He swung that dude around. Then the dude he slapped for talking to his wife. Picked that dude up and swung him around and let him go. That's how it's gonna be. Imagine if he was a walker. It is, man. You know, Postman, when they shoot zombies in the knees and the zombies keep running at you, as a medical imaging technologist, right? Your knee, if your knee is blown out, you're not running. You're not running at nobody. You can't just, oh, that I don't feel the pain. No, it's the mechanism of injury. Larry Wheeler, yeah, Larry Wheels, yeah. Spun that dude, let him go. He hit the ground and bounced. Yeah, but if the mechanism of injury is something to stop you from moving, you can't move, man. That's why I never understood when, like, The Walking Dead, it'll be zombies that are like emaciated and torn up. They don't have like biceps and limbs and stuff, and they still reaching out to grab you. I'm like, sorry, pimp, that's not how it works, man. I know it looks cool, it looks creepy, but no, that's not how it works. Zombies with no masticator muscles, coming at you like that. Like, you, what are you doing, man? What's making that work right now? All right, anyhow, let me stop my nerdiness. Put these in here. I feel a lot more awake than I was last time, man. Little did I know I was coming down with a cold last time. If y'all watched that Demolition Man review that I had to postpone and put out, yeah, that was a hard one to put out, man. Headache, breath stinking, throat sore. Okay. All right, you tighten up on the line, tight, control, don't drift. Shoulder to shoulder. What you do is you take the inside of your right foot and put it on the inside of the other person's left foot as their step forward and your step back. That way you know nobody's moving. So you can always actually feel that person's foot They not gonna pull away because y'all feet are pulling towards each other. Versus putting your foot just up against their foot on the outside, then you pushing against each other. But if you lock in on the inside of their foot, now y'all holding each other together. Just a tip for anybody who's never done any training like that. Janessa, you can ask all the questions you want to, darling. Summer colds. I never used to get colds, man, until I had these Rugrats. Yeah, G.I.J., man, that training is fun, man. Breach and clear training. I had this one lieutenant, she's a black lieutenant. She wasn't from my command, she was a different command. We was in training together. And I was mounted up on the 240 on top of the Humvee. Man, when they said we got incoming coming from the tree line or whatever, and nothing over there, it's just training. But when they said you can let off, man, man, big old smile on my face. Emptied everything out. Some hot brass came out, hit her neck. She's a chocolate sister, dark skin, beautiful skin, and I kind of felt bad about this. A hot piece of brass came out and went down and her flak and rolled down her neck, peeled all that skin off. It was pink. I was like, oh, I feel bad, man. I ain't had no control of where it goes. Like, she should have been wearing it properly, paying attention. I guess. You know what? I was thinking about that when they was talking about Rumble. When Creeker was talking about Rumble, I'm gonna have to look into that, man. I got a big test coming up soon, so but after the 10th, hopefully I pass this stupid stuff. After the 10th, then I'm gonna look into that, and then I'm gonna kind of try to coordinate. Thank you. I'm gonna try to coordinate like live watch and stuff on some older B movies that a lot of people don't watch, and you're not really gonna get mad if people talk through it. They could just watch that stuff and chop it up and break those down. But yeah, not 80s and 90s like B movies, like a lot of like stuff people saw but didn't really see, like Beastmaster and stuff like that, man. And them movies is pretty you know, they get a little gratuitous when it comes to the women flesh on those movies. All right, where was I? You all close, shoulder to shoulder in the front of the gurneys. You in the middle, Tessa on the right, Rios on the left. Mark half a step behind, covering over your shoulders. Mark should be on a knee in the front. He got that shot. No. Raymond got the shotgun. What does Mark have? Anyhow, whatever. Okay, never mind. No one is freelancing now. It's just aim, fire, rack, and breathe. And then we never explained this. Everybody know how to use a firearm. I guess everybody does, man. Everybody's a beast. The corpses you've already dropped pile into a grotesque barricade. Every new zombie has to climb over slick bodies to reach you, which is good. And that slows them just enough. Then they come in bursts now. A nurse lurches over the mound, hair matted with blood, fingers clawing the air. A guy in a Fairview hoodie, chest torn open, his jaw hanging. The security guard, one of Rios' own, chewing on what's left of another defender's arm as he scrambles forward. Rios hesitates for half a heartbeat as he recognizes the uniform. Then his jaw sets, and he just puts 2 rounds through the man's face. Pap, pap. Sorry, Morales, he mutters. We must be in like Texas or something. It's a lot of Latinos. No, we could be upstate. Sorry, Morales, he mutters. Then louder. Keep them off the carts. Keep them off the carts. Behind you, Shaw drives the evac like a drill sergeant. Go, gurneys, through first. Anybody who can walk, move now. You, help him with that leg. You, keep pressure on that chest. Raymond and Angela shove stretchers through the narrow gap into the secure wing. Wheels squeaking, metal rattling. A nurse almost fumbles one. Then the whole gurney tilts. You hear the patient groan as they slam into the door frame. Mia is already inside, pushed in with the first wave. You catch a glimpse of her looking back. Why are you looking at her? Eyes huge before the door frame cuts her from view. Another surge hits the hill. One of the med techs standing just behind your line fires a shaky burst, panics at the recoil and stumbles sideways into the opening. What are you doing? These med techs are horrible. A zombie in a torn visitor polo sees the opening and hurls itself over the pile at him. Teeth bared, it slams him to the ground, jaws closing over his neck. He screams once in a high and short. That's one of those right there. You don't break formation. You can't. Tessa grits her teeth. You know Tessa hated that. Looking at that, man. Puts a round through the zombie's head where it's latched onto him, but it's too late. The tech's hand is already going limp. Eyes front, Mark snaps. Voice low but sharp. We move, they all move. The next few seconds is nothing but rhythm. Sight picture, 2 shots, shift target and breathe. Casings clatter. Powder smoke and the metallic stink of blood fill the hall. Behind your back, you hear Shaw. Last gurney coming through, 10 seconds and we shut the door, whether you're in or not. Yo, Shaw, doctor, do no harm. Alright, Dr. Evelyn Shaw, God, dog. A fresh wave hits. These ones are closer. They figured out that they figured out? Okay. They figured out that if they crawl low and use the bodies as a ramp, they can get within arm's reach. That's scary. That's probably the scariest thing. Other than, that's scarier than watching somebody get eaten right in front of you. They figured out. One dead man is in the suit. And he said he realized that he could jump at him because he was close. He realized it? The zombie realized that? All right. One dead man in the suit manages to grab the bottom edge of your vest. His fingers clamp down like pliers. You feel the pull, step back half an inch, and Rios plants a boot in the zombie's wrist and fires point blank into his head. You don't get him, Rios snarls. You don't get him! Let's go, Rios. Thank you, brother. Move that step again and I shoot your foot instead. Never mind, man. The pile is now almost at your knees. It's buying you time, but another minute it'll be level enough that the next wave can sprint over it. Shaw shouts, all right, that's everyone I can save in one trip. Doors closing in 5, or with or without the heroes. This is the pivot. You've held the hall long enough to push evac inside. The door is open behind you right now, but once it's closed again, it will not open easily. The mound of corpses in front of you is close to turn from a barricade to a ramp. Now this is about how you fall back without getting rolled. The poll is live. Do you keep your rear guard who stands outside until the last second? Alternate shooters peeling back in turns. That's it. Pop smoke to cover a clean break, or go aggressive and physically shove through the mound to stun the horde and break contact? I don't know about that one. All right, folks, man. Be easy, brother. Be safe. What's going on, Erroneous E? Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I was thinking about it earlier, man. I appreciate everybody for being in here, man, because what's going on, Count Dracula? Because time is a very valuable commodity, man. And y'all are choosing y'all time to spend it here with me, man. I really appreciate everybody. Sappy. I'll be getting caught up in other people's streams like, oh man, I got stuff to do. I gotta put this on my phone and go walk. That's why sometimes I can't respond to everybody. I just say your name and something. Like I can't be at the computer. I see you, Dracula. I see you. Appreciate y'all. Where we at? Where we at on the votes? I look just like my mom. Thank you, Janessa. When my mom was going through her chemo, and she finally decided to just say forget it and just cut all her hair off. And I was talking to her on FaceTime, and I'm talking to her, and I could tell both her and I just looked at each other and just bust out laughing because I knew she knew what I was thinking. She like read it straight from my mind, man. Like this boy, I look like my dad too, but more, man, it was funny, man. Got that prominent nose. I think okay, we still at 8 on the. I'm gonna leave the poll up for a few more seconds, just in case somebody steps in. Oh man, you missed a lot of action, man. I'm surprised I read all that. I'm surprised my Mayweather didn't turn on in that. That was a lot. I be trying to read the stuff with enthusiasm, man. Cause that's the whole point. That's how I'll be watching when I'm watching movies and talking to myself. So, and I would do like Creaky get the muffins out. Oh man, everybody had me dying in the chat the other day, man. I'm like, God, dog, man, her daughter is right behind her. Everybody talking about muffins, man. I'm like directly talk about it. Derek Gaines. All right, that's where we at. We at B, rolling with it. And in that poll, yeah. So E, the concept is this is a scenario loosely based on Night of the Living Dead. So it's a zombie apocalypse. All of us in the chat are acting as one survivor. There's NPCs around us that are participating with us. So far, nobody has been an antagonist. Everybody is on our side, and now we've come a long way, man. We escaped the city. We made it to a farm road. We passed one farmhouse. We went to another farmhouse. Saw people escape that one. Watched them get ate up. Tried to drive off. Vehicle got our tires blew out or whatever. Catastrophic failure of the car. Left from that place to another farmhouse where we found Tessa, Kyle, and Mark held up in inside. Mark was holding up against the back door. Zombies trying to break in one door. Somebody else trying to get in. Somebody else was trying to get in at the back door while zombies was coming up. That dude didn't make it. I bust in, helped them grab some stuff. We bounced out of there. Made it to a gas station, restocked, got in the truck. Then we decided to go to some yard somewhere. That was a crap show. We made it from there to, where did we go after that? We didn't go to Fairview right away. We went to another town. It was all barricaded up. A whole bunch of mess was going there. So we went to Fairview, and that's where we are now. Fairview was a crap show. But we went around the back, busting through the door, and now we inside. So that sums up all of that. All that stuff plays like an actual movie in my head when I just said all that stuff. So Did I put B in there? No. Oh man, I'm in editing mode in my head. I'm pressing Control B. Don't wonder why. Yeah, I gotta fix this latency, man. I want it to be instantaneous when I say something. It's been like that. This is the worst it's been. This delay. And it's probably because I did the dual stream stupid crap. Alright, come on, don't start doing this to me. Alright, there we go. You snap the order fast. 2 shooting, 2 peeling on my count. Rios gets it instantly. I anchor first. You move on 3. You and Tessa hold the line. Mark and one of Shaw's med techs drop back 3 steps toward the secure door wing. Rifles up, but the fingers off the triggers. The horde crests the corpse pile again. 1, 2, 3. You and Tessa holds the front rank. Short, savage bursts. A nurse's face disappears. Bang! The hospital gown drops mid-lunge. What's left of Morales goes down permanently this time. Switch! You step back, boots squelching in blood and bodies. Mark and the tech snap forward into your old slot and start firing over the heap, keeping the pressure on. Behind you, Shaw hauls a gurney through the door with a grunt and yells at someone inside. Lock the inner set. I need the outer door free for shooters. The alternate peel rhythm settles in. Front pair fire, back pair reload, breathe and step. Rotate and repeat. It's ugly, but it's controlled. The zombies don't understand tactics. They just push, cram, scramble over their own dead. The mound gets higher. The closest ones are almost at arm's reach. Every time you rotate now. Man, we are close, boy. On the third switch, the medtech in your pair flinches at a particularly loud scream from inside the pile. His shot goes wide, sparking off the ceiling. A zombie in scrubs seizes the opening, surging up over the heap. Yo, these red shirts is getting it this. I guess they said we red shirting like if you ain't got a name, you are a red shirt, man. Red shirt is a Star Trek term. Whenever they would go down to one of the planets, the red shirt gets it. Just done. A zombie in scrub seizes the opening, surges up and over the heap. It comes straight at his face. He freezes. You lunge sideways, shoulder check him out of the way and put a round straight through the thing's eye from 2 feet away. Bone and dark matter explode against the wall. Eyes front, you bark. Oh, eyes front. Keep moving your feet and you're done, or you're done. His hands shake, but he stays in the rotation. Behind you, the steam of evac finally stops. The last stretcher wheels clatter through the door. I thought they got all the stretchers in already. And a secure wing nurse yells from inside. That's all we got room for. Close it. Ben? Who's this nurse? Hold on, let me read that again. Behind you, the stream of evac finally stops. The last stretcher wheels clatter through the door and a secure wing nurse, SWN, yells from inside. That's all we've got room for. Close it. Shaw doesn't answer. She looks at you instead. Last chance, she calls. Either you come in now or you finish this outside and I try to get the door back open, lady. You and Rios are share a quick look. Fast, grim understanding. One more volley, he says. We don't let them hit this gap at a sprint. You nod. Last switch. Then we're done. All four of you step forward for the final press, shoulder to shoulder. You fire together. The front of the horde stutters. Too many heads shattering at once. Too much meat suddenly not moving. No, it's never enough. Stop them all. The ones beside tumble over them, turning the mass into a flailing, clawing pile that buys you a thin, precious margin. Go! You peel back in a rush, boots slipping on gore, firing both bursts as you go just to keep your head down. You hit the door. Shaw and the two nurses grab whatever they can, bed frames, crash carts, and yank them out of the way so you can squeeze through. Rios is last. He pauses just long enough to fire 1 3-round burst into the center of the mouth. Heavy metal thunks into place as she throws the manual bolts. Someone inside cranks an additional inside crossbar. On the other side, dead hands slam into the panel. Fingers scraping, nails dragging. The sound is muffling now. Still there, but on the other side. The secure wing is different. The air is colder, cleaner. Overhead lights are still on, steady and not flickering. The walls are white and not stained. The doors are solid, with actual labels and functioning locks. A small nurse's station sits in the center hub, monitors flickering with partial camera feeds. There are people there. A handful of civilians, exhausted, half asleep on chairs on the floor. 2 internal med nurses in a pale blue, clearly stretched thin, but still moving. A ward orderly in a green scrub top, holding a mop like a spear. They all stare at you, the guns, the blood, the dead look in your eyes. They all, Mia is perched on the, why we care about Mia, man? Mia is perched on a chair near the nurse's station, Angela's arm around her. Raymond stands just behind them, shotgun lowered, but not away. Dr. Shaw takes it in with one sweep and flips to command mode. This is secure internal med now, she says, loud enough for everyone to hear. We just bought you a door. We have meds, we have guns, and we have problems. Nobody panics. Nobody opens anything without me saying so. Rios leans against the wall, breathing hard, sweat beating down his brow. The wall's still a mess, he says. Command's pissed. Triage is gone, but this wing is ours for the moment. On the nurse's station console, a radio handset crackles. You hear Haley's voice, faint but tight. Internal med, this is command. We've got breach pressure on maintenance and sporadic hits near central. If anyone is hearing this, report status and manpower. Woo. Hey. What's going on, 18? Hey, Chelsea. Hey, reporting manpower at this time? You just turned the secure wing into a real foothold. Now you have to decide what to do with it. All right, I'm popping the poll up. Popping that poll up. Do you fortify this door and build a proper defense? Do you sweep the wing to make sure nothing's already inside? Do you try to link with Hale's command and sync up, or open back out strategically to pull more survivors into the cleaner sand? Not through what we just came through. Peace and prosperity, my sister. How's that posture, Chelsea? Yeah, Janessa. Yes, those muffins do have a husband. Everybody get the chat just lose their mind, man. Oh, sweep like breaking electric boogaloo. That's why we about to sweep, man. We about to sweep everything. Yeah, E. It's definitely like a screenplay. Man. Hold on for a second. Let me do something real quick. I think I shared this with y'all before. All right, I had to grab this real quick. I ain't got no pants or underwear on right now, so I couldn't look. No, I'm just playing. Just playing. This right here, man. This binder right here. This is my screenplay. I've got, I don't know how many gigs of images and pages online for the characters and stuff for this screenplay. But now that I'm learning how to do what I can do with AI, oh man, I can't wait. That's gonna be fun. That is gonna be fun right there. And I'm gonna take, I don't know how long it's gonna take me. But I mean, if I have to do each scene 15 seconds at a time, I am going to do it. I might do like a scene a week. If that. A scene a month with all this other stuff, man. What y'all saying? No, man. If Tessa bites the dust, it'll be out of her own mistake. Uh, 83, Janessa. The movie that's playing behind me right here is Night of the Living Dead. Oh, 1990. The original, I think the original came out in 83 or 78. This is a remake. This is the color version of it. But yeah, no, that's what's on the screen. But that movie is the reference, the scenario to what we're doing right now. It's just one of my favorite zombie movies. So, and that's how the farmhouse scenario. This is where this came from, where we ended up. Yeah, crazy work, man. I see when I replay the let me see what time am I at right now? I'm over an hour. I'm not gonna end it right now though. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna take a brief intermission and I'm gonna show the video again, just so y'all can get a concept of what I'm talking about. This doesn't have any voices or anything like that. So I have to find out how to get continuity on voices before I can do the screenplay, because I don't want one person to sound one way and then the next scene happens and they sound totally different. But as far as what it looks like, this is kind of what it's going to be like. So I'm gonna play this real quick.
Where we left off.
That's it. Yeah, y'all way behind. God, dog. I just looked over and saw it like just coming on when I just hit it. That's insane. Okay. I just refreshed mine. Hopefully it catches up. Go ahead, end this poll. What we doing? Sweeping and clearing, unanimous. Yeah, everybody go in there. Yeah, go on over there and subscribe to Chelsea. And if you got a channel, who else got a channel here? Postman, go ahead. Go to Postman. Sports related channel as well. Chelsea. Stillmatic Network. Who else was in here? I know y'all all subscribe to SBC, Cart Before the Horse, and Truth Over Lies. Go subscribe to Aaron's channel. Watch her cook up some donkey nuggets or nah, some delicious confectionaries. Black Couch, From the Black Couch. Go subscribe to From the Black Couch. See all that deliciousness he be having up in his car with him. Camel casseroles. Bat loins. Plug this in here. Yeah, that video was just a video. All the sounds and everything, I did that from the editing software from CapCut, and then I made the music or whatever. Put it on there. Hey, Chelsea, I'm telling you. I am telling you, man. And I did that between last night and today, because I just came to my mind like, oh man, this might be the last one. The last one for this scenario. Let me go ahead and do something special. It's like, okay. And plus, it's always teaching. I'm always trying to learn how to do that character continuity, man. I hate when your character turn his face and then turn back and you like, who is this? This is not even the same person. The very first AI video I made that I got my face right was me in a car chase running from the police. I was like, if this ain't something, and I didn't generate it. That was the video that Sora generated to show me that it worked. It's me running from the police on the news in a car driving down the interstate. I was like, man, son of a blip, man. All right. Dr. Shaw gives you a sharp look, then nods once. Good. Last thing we need is a zombie surprise party in the safe wing. Yeah, that's the last thing we need. I got my ice pick. Take him out nice and quiet. No shots. Nobody knows nothing. Oh, he must have died from his wounds over here. Died from his wounds? He had his tonsils removed. What are you talking about? Rios pushes himself off the wall, rolls his shoulder. I walk point, he says. You see anything that looks sick and quiet, you shoot it before it gets loud. You split the rows fast. You, Tessa, Mark, Rios, rifles up, sweeping the wing. Ramon, Stays in the hub with Angela, Mia, and the wounded, shotgun ready. Anything comes back down that hallway, you light it up, baby. Shaw at the nurse's station, eyes on the limited camera feeds, hand on the radio. She points down the hall. 3 branches. The ICU, isolated at the red far end. Family rooms down the left. Staff corridor on the right. Pick your poison. I'll watch the cams and warn you if something moves that isn't you. And we all in this, right? Everybody's in internal med, so nobody should be down these hallways. Okay, all right. There'll be a teen couple down there trying to get their last little end of the world punching on and end up getting lit up. You take the left hallway first. Family rooms. The secure wing is eerily intact. Clean white walls, subdued lighting. Doors with little windows. Man, this might not end tonight, man. We might go another night with this scenario. God, dog, I thought this was the finale. Doors with little windows and the patient names taped to them. The first room is empty. The bed is made, no sheets, no chart. Second room, a pile of belongings, bags, toys, jacket, no people. Third room, you see it before you open the door. Through the small glass window, a woman in a gown. Butt cheeks hanging out no. Sitting on the edge of the bed, shoulders slumped. Her head is bowed. Her hair hanging in her face. Lady? Lady? Her fingers are red. At first you think it's polish. Then you see the streaks on the floor. Doodle baby. She looks up at the sound of your boots. Her eyes are wrong. You don't open that door. One suppressed round straight through the glass into her forehead. Ooh. That bullet goes, you see that hair spread just before her head goes back? That'd be a beautiful slow motion shot. The body snaps back, hits the floor, stays down. Tessa exhales through her teeth. If we made this to daycare, she stays quiet, she'd have taken 3 people before we even realized it. Duh, Tessa. You move on. Fourth room is a father and a teenage boy, alive, pressed against the back wall with the chair jammed under the handle on the door side. When they see the rifles and the blood on you, they flinch, expecting the worst. You armed or bitten? The dad shakes his head rapidly. Not bitten, he stammers. Okay, Dad. They told us to lock in and wait. Nobody came back. Stay here. If you hear gunfire too close, drag that chair tighter. We clear the rest, then we talk about moving you. Rios doesn't confront them. He just keeps sweeping. Further down, the family room's in, and you loop back towards the central hub. Shaw's voice snaps over the hall speaker, tiny and harsh. ICU isolation showing movement that's not on any chart, she says. Room 3 and 5 have forms upright that shouldn't be. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Oh man, they shouldn't be standing. They weren't supposed to be standing. The staff corridor camera is dead, no feed. You're not alone in here. You hit the staff corridor next. But ICU has those sliding doors, isolation doors, so we good down there. No, Black House, you cannot. The move shifts as soon as you push the door open. Fluorescent buzz overhead, coffee smell, gone sour. Lockers in the break room with a half-finished mug and a TV frozen on static field news channel. There's also a body, a nurse slumped against the vending machine, head tilted sideways, dried blood near her neck. A pair of scissors is clutched in her hand. Oh, she went out bad, huh? Rios nudges her leg with his boot. She doesn't move. Hey, still, stomp the head. Something. Mark reaches for her wrist, then stops. Don't need a pulse to know that story, he says. Check the rest. Bad. The break room itself is clear, but the staff corridor behind you find 2 doors. A call bunk room cracked open and a supply closet door closed, something faintly thumping inside. You signal silently, aim at the supply door and yank it open. A male orderly falls out. One razor-thin second, everyone tenses. For one razor-thin second, everyone tenses. Then you see the color of his face. The sweat, the wild eyes. Don't shoot, he gasps. I locked myself in when one of the patients went bad. I think she's still... From the ICU direct, and it stops. I think she's still. From the ICU direction, something slams metal hard enough to echo down the hall. You exchange looks with Rios. Isolation, he says. We leave that for later. It walks to us. You heard the older you heard the older back that you heard the orderly, god dog. You heard the orderly back towards the hub, shove him into Ramon's hands with a quick, he's alive, watch him. Oh, could you imagine sending that orderly down the hallway and not letting them know and then just hearing, no. Oh, ooh. My bad. My bad, dog. If he starts talking about how it's just a scratch, you tell Shaw. Then you turn towards the ICU isolation wing, the far end of the secure section. The doors here are heavier, no windows, no room doors, just digital numbers. Little slots where charts used to hang, a faint rhythmic beep from the at least one monitor still running. Hey, that person's alive still. The air is, well, alive. The air is colder, recycled. There's an antiseptic tang, a little tang of long-term medical care. Y'all know that smell. That hospital smell. You can smell it right now. Second door on the right, the one Shaw flagged as the ICU 3, has a small smear of fresh blood and doo-doo on the handle. I can't help it, y'all, sorry. You hear it before you touch it. You smell it before you see it. That's what it should have said. A wet, slow dragging sound inside the room. Something pulling itself along. Not moaning, just breathing. Shallow and wrong. Shaw's voice comes over the speaker again, lower now. One of those rooms has a patient on a vent who coded before we lost power, she says. If that thing got up with a tube in his throat, it won't sound like the others. Oh, the detail. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. This wing is your foothold. It's not clean yet. You have civilians wounded, a doctor, and a handful of guns. Now you decide how aggressive you're going to be about clearing the last rot out of the secure side before the next big wave hits Fairview at large. The poll is live. Last poll of the night, y'all. Because I doubt I'll get through another scenario in 10 minutes. Man, this is man. You know what? We just gonna run this into the ground till it go, man. I don't know how long this night has been, cause dawn was just around the corner. But it don't feel like that sun is coming up anytime soon. So, hey, it is what it is. Hey, them vending machines is rated, man. All the bodies. Oh man. Oh, that's a good, yo. It's been a couple. This stream right here, I enjoyed this one a lot, man. We started out with a lot of action. We lost a couple orderlies or nurses. Could have lost Tessa. Could have lost the other nurse that was with Dr. Shaw. Could have lost us. Thank you, Rios, Corporal Rios, for ending that one for us. What else? Yeah, man, that whole hallway scene was to me was epic. That was good. That was fun. And then now the action like peaked, and then it came down for a second, but then instantly the tension started to build again because we realized that we're not safe yet, even though this is the safe room. Oh man, this is good. Fantasmic. Good time. Oh, man. I want to watch this movie, this TV series, whatever this is, man, on HBO Max. Oh, my Night of the Living Dead went off. Look at that. That was my gauge. When this when this TV goes off. Did it go off? Is the movie off yet? Oh no, it's not. It's not. Okay. Oh, it's at the end. She about to see them bodies in the back of the truck. Hey, who know the words to put in the chat if you know the words to turn this thing on right here. It's 3 words you could say that you need to say. Yeah, I see it, Black. She was like in the dark for a second. Yeah, they put her in the back of that truck with them bodies. Somebody tried to peel her muffin cap back. Anybody in the chat know the words to wake up the Necronomicon? Or to turn it off, I should say. That's what I should do. I should take those phrases from certain 80s and 90s movies. Let me see. Is anybody in the chat gonna say it? 3 words for the Necronomicon to stop the evil dead from rising. Oh, come on. Oop, Aaron, you just killed everybody. You close though. What's Riley? Is that it? Is that the language? I don't know the language. Yeah. Dracula, Aaron just killed everybody. You say it wrong, everybody dead. I said it. I definitely said it. Klaatu Barada Nikto. Yeah. Klaatu Barada Nikto. What if everything just started to flicker up? Everything started moving in the background. Oh, bull crap, Aaron. You remember all the whole dictionary. Who knows where let me think of another one. Ade Due Dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ash versus the Evil Dead. Absolutely. Ade Due Dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you. What's going on, Real Bucks? Open sesame, closed sesame. All right, that's what we're doing. 11 votes. All right, we're closing it out for the evening, y'all. What option was that? Eh? That's from Child's Play. Ade Due Dembala is praying to the god Dembala to transfer Charles Lee Ray's soul into Chucky or Andy, whoever he was trying to do it. He kind of gave up on that as the series, as Child's Play series went on, though. What about what is that? I just said it in my head. I hate when I do that. Now I'm getting another movie stuck in my head, and I won't stop saying it. Okay, that's what he was saying. Ah, Hum Num Shivaya, Hum Num Shivaya. He was saying that, but that was a prayer. I can't think what he said in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, man. And he was taking the dude's heart out. Nah, I gotta make me look it up. Oh yeah, yeah. Kalima Shakti De. Kalima. Kali. Kalima. Hum Num Shivaya, Hum Num Shivaya, Hum Num Shivaya. Random stuff up here, y'all. That's why I made the channel. Ton of horrible stuff up there, man. Just whatever. Appreciate you too, Lee, man. All right, Flix fam, that's where we're shutting it down tonight. We picked up at Fairview's hospital corridor, dragging wounded meds and whatever was left in triage towards the only place that still sounded like hope, the secure internal medicine wing. When we hit these reinforced doors, we made the decision to hold the hall instead of running. We formed a tight fireman line in front of the gurneys while Dr. Shaw worked the locks as zombies poured over the triage side. Patient, staff, security climbing over their own dead as we turned the hall into a short, ugly killing floor just to buy seconds. We watched people try to make it and fail. An orderly and his patient went down just out of reach. One of the med techs panicked and got dragged under. But the line held strong long enough for Shaw to crack that bolt and pop that security wing door. We chose to peel back in rotation, two firing, two falling back, until the last of us slipped through and Shaw slammed the door behind us, locking the horde out and carving out an actual foothold. Inside the secure wing, everything changed. We found Angela and Mia inside the evac and scattered civilians who had been told to lock in and wait and never heard another word. Instead of just sitting in the safe room, we decided to sweep. We fought and held. We've armed up. Next, we're going into ICU. We're going into isolation. We're about to clear this bad boy out. Next time we open that door, we find out what secure really is gonna cost us. And as dawn gets ever so closer, we'll see whether this wing becomes the heart of the stronghold that survives, or just the last clean room that we bleed out in. And that's it. That's it for this evening. The credits is rolling. The credits is rolling, y'all. We made it through the whole Night of the Living Dead movie. Once again, like I said, I want to appreciate all y'all because I know time is one of our most precious commodities and y'all chose to spend y'all time with me. That does not go unnoticed. I'm not saying this in jest. I greatly appreciate that, man. And again, like Chelsea said, because I put so much time into making this dang old thing today, I'm going to show it one last time before I close out. So if you want to see it again, what's going on, PL? So if you want to see it again, this short little snippet about how we started out tonight's scenario, go ahead, stay around and watch. If not, I don't blame you. And then I'll just go ahead and roll into the outro. We made it. We made it a little bit. Still got a little bit of ways to go. We've come too far. We have come too far to make bad decisions. Everybody made pretty good decisions tonight, man. Thank you, Honey Pot. Maple Syrup Lady. Olawa, Aaron, 18, Project Leroy, Erroneous E, Lee Turner, From the Black Couch, Count Dracula, Real Books. Who else is up there? Chelsea, Janessa Coleman, Postman, G Honda, everybody who came in, Derek Gaines, Anybody that I missed, I apologize. All right, going to it. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Where we left off.